Welcome back to Strictly Business, a podcast dedicated directly to salesmen, entrepreneurs, hustlers, and dreamers. I'm your host, Benjamin Hall, and thank you guys for joining us today. I just can't even stress enough how happy I am to be behind this microphone, to be in this seat, be here again, behind Strictly Business, behind the doors, behind the logo, whatever it means. I'm here. It feels great. I hope you guys are having a great summer. Today is a great day to be alive. And most importantly, welcome to episode 5. I know there was a gap in between our last couple uploads. I apologize for anybody that may have been looking out for our episodes, wondering what happened. It was a necessary building gap. And by that, I mean, most importantly, we're changing the podcast. We're searching for a new way, a new outlook, a new light. And by that, I mean more content, more things. We're going to elaborate more in the episode. I want you guys to stay tuned. But last episode was episode 4, where we discussed college and student loan debt. We had a great discussion, some really inspiring points. Just some really inspiring people, really inspiring group of audience in general that joined that one. I think, a lot different types of people joined that one just because it not only touches entrepreneurs, but touches kids in college as well. So, I had a lot of conversations going in and out of the YouTube, in and out of the Soundcloud, wherever there wasn't a podcast. I had it on different platforms. So, that was really not only inspiring and crazy, but just jaw-dropping to see. If you guys want to check that out, I'll have the link in the description below, as well as on screen if you're watching this on YouTube or other places. If you're on SoundCloud right now, if you haven't checked out our YouTube channel, that's Strictly Busyness, you can check it out. But we appreciate you guys joining on any place that you are. But yeah, I have some big news for you guys. Most importantly, like I said, I want to elaborate more. Strictly Busyness is headed in a new direction. And by that, I mean more content. We're going to be pumping it up, loading it up like a 12-gauge shotty, pumping it down every algorithm's throat on the fucking planet. More guest speakers. By that, I mean we want to touch people that have changed business throughout the community, throughout the nation, throughout the world, man. So if you are listening to this and you want to join Strictly Business to change entrepreneurs, change the heart of the business world, then I really suggest you join. It's free. We'll get you on the podcast. But comment below, message us in our DMs. You can hit us up at Strictly Busyness anywhere on every algorithm. Like I said, we're pumping out that content. But then next, most importantly, including our viewers, so you, the listener, we want you guys to engage with us more. We want to bring you guys more into our episodes, bring your comments up, talk about what you have to say. And then obviously our new schedule of uploads, this is going to be huge for us because we'll be on a schedule. You guys can, look forward to things. And most importantly, pick and choose what you want to see. And that's actually what I'm going to get into next is our schedule of uploads. So our standard episode, this is what you're listening to right now. This is going to come out every Tuesday at 5 a.m. It's going to be 15 to 20 minutes. You can listen on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, anywhere. Like I said, it's going to be general business and entrepreneurial topics. Today, we're actually just getting into, a little refresher, a little welcome back. Like I said, talking about our new direction. But yeah, this is a standard episode of Strictly Business, so thank you for joining. But yeah, in audience comments, Q&As, different things. We're trying to make this the main hub for you to learn entrepreneurship, maybe grow your entrepreneurial skills, and most importantly, I know sometimes I say entrepreneurial a lot or entrepreneur, but I want you guys to know if you're a salesman, a hustler, a dreamer, an artist, whatever you are, we want this podcast to be for you to grow, because most importantly, business stretches throughout all standards, all walks of life, right? But yeah, and then our next one is going to be strictly history. So we didn't want to confuse maybe past business things or cool things that have happened in the past with businesses. So this is going to be what we dedicate separate to strictly history every Sunday at 12 p.m. It's going to be, or noon, and all of these are going to be mountain time, by the way, guys. And this is going to be 3 to 5 minutes. This will be available on YouTube, SoundCloud, and TikTok, as well as any of our other social media platforms. You could find that in the link below. We'll be covering business history and the world's most elite entrepreneurs, their past, their choices, wins, losses, just anything you can imagine that's going to have to do with business history, what led the world here. Most importantly, a lot of people don't realize it, and that's what we're going to be pushing on this show is you don't realize how much business influences just where you're standing right now. So that's what we're going to talk about with Strictly History. And then next, obviously, one of my most favorite things I'm going to be doing, because I feel like it's not the most educational, but I feel like you guys will interact with this one the most, just considering how the algorithm is working nowadays. But Strictly Tips, this is going to come out every day at 8 a.m. This is going to be our daily uploads. There'll be 30 seconds to 2 minutes, so a little bit more of on our shorter side. These will be also available on YouTube, SoundCloud, and TikTok. These will be helpful tips and tricks for entrepreneurs, owners, hustlers, artists. Like I said, anyone willing to learn new information on how to grow business, how to grow their marketing, grow their sales tactics. And we want you guys to take value from this podcast. We want it to change your outcome in sales and business, most importantly. But not only that, there's a lot of things in business you can apply to life as well. A lot of, things you learn in customer service that, benefit you not only just in customer service, right? And then the next thing is going to be more engagement with the podcast. We want you guys to engage with us on the podcast. Like I said, I haven't probably said it 20 freaking times in the episode, but by that I mean comment your thoughts. We want you guys to comment. What do you think? What are your questions? What interests you? What's your favorite part about entrepreneurship? Who's your favorite business owner? How much money did you lose yesterday? We want you guys to interact with this, and like I said, ask us questions, share and build. If you know an entrepreneur, maybe someone who's struggling with their business or who's been in business for 10 years and you think, hey, I think you might like this podcast, John, well then send it to John. Let John know, because you know what? John could grow really rich. There could be a piece of information in this podcast that just changes his whole life. So that's what we want with this. We want you guys to share and build the podcast with us. We need your help, and we're asking for your help. Strictly community, that's what it's going to be all about. But benefit from this podcast, most importantly, that is our main goal, and I want you guys to know that. I want you guys to know that I'm stressing that right now. I'm trying to change life, entrepreneur's life, salesman's life, anybody you can imagine. We want you guys to benefit from this podcast. Take pieces of information, learn from this. We want to make it fun. And most importantly, next is going to be our Strictly Busyness website. This is in construction right now. We don't have the release date. It's not available. We're not going to give it to you. We're not that lazy, okay? But we will have merch, accessories, episodes, extras, online classes, and just way more things you can think of. We're going to dedicate this website to the entrepreneur community, as well as, I'm just going to shut up and stop saying entrepreneur because I feel like I've said it too many times. I'm going to say business community. We're going to dedicate this to the business community, the salesman community, and the entrepreneur community. And anybody else that wants to learn, just about sales, you can visit StrictlyBusyness.com. It's going to get there, like I said, in construction. And then coming soon as well, I've been working on this for a long time. A lot of people don't know this about me. That's kind of what's going to be the next part of the episode. But yeah, I've been working on this. It's great, man. I've been writing a book for a long time. I'm not going to give you guys the name right now. I do have a little sneak peek on the screen for you guys to see. But yeah, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, obviously. But if you're on SoundCloud, yes, it's going to be a great book. It's going to be a ebook. It's going to be a hardcover, paperback, whatever you name it. It's going to be available. You guys can buy it. It's going to be dedicated to entrepreneurs, salesmen, hustlers, and dreamers. It's going to be presented by Strictly Business, but written by me. And like I said, it's going to be a great book. I feel like there'll be a lot of information for you guys to learn from this. Like I said, it'll be available in e-form on Amazon, all kinds of places. So watch on our YouTube, watch on our SoundCloud for when that book releases. We'll obviously have a day dedicated to it. But yeah, it's going to be a huge thing. And, we appreciate you guys helping us to even get to this point where we can, push it this far. But yeah, that's going to be a big thing for us too. As well as next, I think this is the most important piece of the whole thing. Our business growth course and entrepreneurship class. I'm going to be teaching not only a business growth course and entrepreneurship class, but we're going to have an online e-course and growth course where you can learn how to grow your marketing, grow your sales, grow your business, and grow your entrepreneurship mindset. These will all be available in separate different forms. You could bundle different packages and choose. Like I said, this is all coming soon. We're in the works of this right now. And if you guys want to stay tuned, hit that like button, subscribe, just to follow up with us. And if you want to hit that notification bell, that'll actually send you notifications so you can know when this class is available. Hop on that class because I'm only going to let so many people join it. I can't teach the whole damn world. Yeah, I actually what I want to hop into next is a piece of me. I feel like before we get into any more episodes, one thing I skipped mainly, and what I want to do with my new direction is address who I am as an entrepreneur. I feel like a lot of people don't know this about me. I was born in, I was born in 2002, and I lived a really great life. I was born really healthy baby. I had a beautiful mother. I didn't grow up with my father, my biological father, as much in my life, and that I didn't really notice until I was older later on in life. But I had a single mother pretty much my whole life. We weren't like poverty level, but we weren't like high class or anything. I remember all the time my mother would, struggle for different things, and it's hard when you're a single mother. Not like I said, it's not like we were poor or we didn't have a roof over our head. My mom was very smart and she always found a way, but I did watch my mom struggle growing up, and that really did push me, it made me a better person, a better man. It influenced me, and I feel like that's a part of my story too, is when I was growing up, a lot of people noticed right away that I was different. And I remember people telling me, like, Ben, you have something special, right? And at first, when you're a kid, you just think like, oh, yes, I'm special. But then when you get older, obviously now I want to harness that and learn what it is that's special and how I can keep it, right? But most importantly, like I said, when I was younger, I would do things like just that was completely abnormal. I was weird, and I'm not ashamed to admit that at all. I would go to Safeway and buy like just Sour Punch boxes, and they were full of maybe like 50 candies. I think they were individually wrapped. It was like $7, and I would sell it for 50 cents, 25 cents each or whatever. But I was doing, I can't even make this up, door-to-door sales when I was probably 6-7 years old, and my mom would actually get really pissed at me because we kind of didn't live in the best neighborhood, and I would walk around knocking on everybody's door. But for me, when I was a kid, at that age, it was great because I didn't realize it, but I was cute, and everybody just wanted to hand me $20 bills for all my candy, and told me to keep it and just move on, right? Because I was a cute little salesman, and you don't realize that's your sales benefit, when you're out there at 6 years old. But then the older I got, the harder it was to sell. But I always remembered, like I said, growing up, my mom, different family members, teachers, and people would always, like, I had a teacher one time, she gave everyone candy bars as an award. Different people got different candy bars that matched their personality, and mine was the 100 grand man. If you're on YouTube, I'll have that on screen. But yeah, 100 grand man was my candy bar, because all I talked about in third grade was how I was going to make money all the time, right? But yeah, like I said, the more I got older, the harder sales became, and the more less interested I became in it, and then obviously I picked it back up later on. But I'm going to kind of talk about that right now. When I was maybe let's see, 10, 11, I started getting into more things. Like I would sell stickers at school. I had a printer, and I would print these like Spitfire stickers. My brother's dad would send them to me, let me sell them, you know what I mean, and get them all good. And we would sell these Spitfire stickers, and I'd make profit. That was probably like 10 or 11. And then when I got maybe into middle school, I had moved out to a different town and went to a different school, met a new group of kids. That was kind of hard. That was my transition. But in that school, I also continued to sell different little, tiny little side hustles and whatnot. But it really didn't start for me until I was a freshman. When I was in 8th grade, I started making music, and I had like a little studio set up. I was really good at audio engineering, so that was kind of my plus. But I started making music in like 8th grade, and then freshman year, I actually went full force with it, and stayed in the house for like months, and recorded an album, and mixed and mastered it and marketed it and created a cover, and the whole shebang. Made it cool, did it all myself. It was a really cool feeling, and actually it did insanely well. For example, on Spotify, it had 20.3 thousand streams, 907 hours listened to. So it was huge engagement for that young of a kid to experience. But I feel like I did well. I took it humbly. I tried not to let it influence me in the wrong ways, but in better ways, right? But I took a different direction from music, because what happened was I saw how much I was making off this music royalty from just releasing songs on the internet, right? And I wanted to elaborate more on my business skills, because what I realized was I was good at marketing. I was good at marketing the album, the cover, how I got it out there. That's what was my best quality. That's why the album did so well, not so much the music. The music was good, but yeah, the album was it was a cool album, but it wasn't like that was the greatest thing that got it so many streams. It actually has, I think, 70,000 on SoundCloud right now. Insane. But it's still on there if you guys want to listen. I'll have the link in the description. But yeah, so that wasn't the main thing. The main thing was like, okay, I'm good at, I just realized like I'm good at, I went to school and just sold a bunch of albums. Holy shit, maybe I could, do other things. And like I said, it was now high school, so your mind's a little different. You want to attack things differently. So, I spent the rest of high school kind of plotting on what my direction was going to be, where I was going to go. And in 2020, actually, my senior year of high school, I started No Spots for Less, my first company. It's a real registered company, and it went really well. It did fascinating. The first day, I think we had 11 cars. Yeah, this is a mobile detailing company. Sorry, I should have said that. But yeah, the first day, we had like 11 cars to clean. So, like I said, at night, I think I was 17 years old. That was huge, just to see that type of reaction. Like I said, it was now my mind was right. Oh, my marketing is good. This is what I need to stick with. So I did that. I still own that, still do that full time, still a good gig. But it runs me. I always tell people that it runs me. I don't run that one. But No Spots for Less took off. Yeah, great business. I spent a lot of time on it. Met a lot of customers. I learned most of my business here. But in the midst of No Spots for Less, I realized something, that I was actually good at designing businesses. And this was after high school, when I had finally graduated, done No Spots for Less for a long time. It's probably just I realized I didn't want to fucking clean cars forever. But like I said, I was good. I realized, hey, I'm actually really good at designing businesses. Maybe I can apply something to here. So I opened my second company, which was going to be Promo Design. This was going to be like my side hustle when No Spots for Less wasn't working, right? I'm just running through my thought process here. And then we've actually completed since then hundreds of logos and startups, and help people, create banners and business cards. Like I said, and then I realized, for sure that I like to design business, and I went on to open my next 6 companies later on. After a long time of running Promo Design and No Spots for Less side by side, I realized I have a few more ideas that I can prosper on, and hopefully, it not only will benefit me, but benefit other people, change other lives, and most importantly, change the business community as a whole. I went on to open my next 6 companies. I'm actually going to run you through these ones here as an episode today. My first one I want to talk about is Product Bear. This isn't like promotion or anything. I just want to kind of run you guys how it works and what my mindset is. And like I said, tell you more about me so you can get to know. But yeah, this is back to my kid days flips. I used to go to garage sales. My Uncle Tom, thank you, Uncle Tom, shout out Uncle Tom, used to take me to garage sales when I was a kid, and I'd have like $20, and I'd spend $20 on something, maybe like some little dresser or something. I always bought furniture. If you're a kid and you want to flip stuff, sell furniture. It's like the most hottest item, I swear, it always sells. But I always bought furniture, and then I'd flip it on Facebook before Facebook even had a marketplace, probably like 2009 or something, 2011, I don't even know. But I'd flip it on Facebook, and someone's going to fact check me on that, I already know. And, make consistent good money at a young age. And like I said, it always stuck with me. I always, and, I don't mean this in any conceited way possible. I'm literally just telling the truth. Somehow I always made sales. So it just never left me my whole life. Like I said, I did music. I did so many other things. I had so many ideas. I wanted to be in the Navy at one point. And I did sales though, every day, to where it just never left me, to where now it's led me here. But yeah, Product Bears, back to my kid days, the flipping, like I said, the garage selling, this is where it really came from, but now it's a legit company. This is called Retail Arbitrage, or a lot of people call it Amazon FBA. You've probably seen YouTube videos of it. You've probably seen a lot of people I'm in my garage with all my library books, so it's a real thing. You can sell on Amazon. I am an Amazon seller. It does work. But yeah, products. So basically you just buy in clearance, and then you got to make sure though that this item selling in clearance is selling higher on, Amazon and whatnot. There's a lot of, obviously all businesses have their math and whatnot, but there's a lot of little perks into this one, obviously. It is a product business. So if you guys don't know, product business are a little bit more complicated tax-wise and legal-wise than service businesses, but it still works at the end of the day. But yeah, Product Bear, that is an Amazon FBA business. And then Strictly Busyness, obviously the one you're listening to right now. You obviously have a general idea of what it is. The overall goal of Strictly Busyness was to change entrepreneurs' lives and businesses. That's why I started it. I wanted to start something. I had a lot of people that always asked me questions, and I wanted to start something to where they could just click this and listen, and here it was. There you go. There's the question. But yeah, creating a successful podcast and entrepreneurship company, that was the goal. So yeah, Strictly Busyness actually is a registered company. Not only is it a podcast, but like I said, it's many other things, online courses, many other things. We want to change the community, change the the world of business as a whole through the podcasting, through the internet, through the algorithm, whatever it is. But yeah, that was Strictly Business. That was one of my favorite startups too. I always wanted to do a podcast. That kind of leads back to my music days. I've always carried a studio setup with me. So one day I just kind of got this bright idea. I listen to Gary Vee all the time. So I got this bright idea like, dude, I should just do a fucking podcast. Gary Vee's right. There's so much room in the world for your shit on the internet. You should just do the podcast. So that's what I did. And we're here, we're trying to make it successful. We're trying to grow it. And thank you guys for listening. But yeah, and then my next one is going to be the Cut Shop. This is a video, audio, and photo service business. So if you need a video edited, if you need a photo edited, like on Photoshop, I'm a certified graphic designer also. That's what the promo design is. If you guys didn't know, promo design is a promotion. I skipped that. Sorry. Promo design, my second one, was a promotional graphic design business. So I make business cards, banners. I think I did say that. But yeah. And then the Cut Shop's like pretty much the same thing, but it's not for businesses. So if you like got a wedding slideshow you need done or a music video, that's what the Cut Shop's for. But overall goal of the Cut Shop was to help create jobs and work for video editors to have full-time jobs and continue to make content, because I know there's a lot of people in the world just like me who are good at what they do, which I'm not really good at video editing, but good at what they do, good at video editing, right? And they don't have the place that can hire them or the job that can keep it consistent, so they go on to do something else and they forget about the video editing. I want people to continue their dreams, to continue doing what they're good at, continue video editing. If you're good at video editing, come work for fucking the Cut Shop. We'll make you a video editor. But yeah, that's kind of what that was for. Keeping, most importantly, building the business community, but helping people with their content as a whole. I like content. And then this leads into my next thing, liking content. Videobrain is my YouTube channel. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. It's pretty funny. But yeah, this isn't, this is almost like this is my personal back burner side thing. It's just something I do for fun, but I turned it into a business because I'm a psycho. But YouTube channel and a product business. It is basically a Call of Duty themed YouTube channel where we have a website that sells Call of Duty themed apparel. A lot of different Call of Duty themed things through the website and stuff like that. The sales obviously come through the website. Like I said, apparel and accessories, but most importantly, Call of Duty content. This was just something I was trying to bring for people for fun. If you guys don't know, if you haven't heard already by fucking 15 minutes in or whatever we are now, I'm a complete psychopath when it comes to entrepreneurship. So all I do is business all day. And sometimes when I need to relax, I play video games. And I'm even more of a psycho to where I turn that into a business. But that's okay because it's fun. I just hit record and, I have my fun. And, there's actually, I'm not really interested in making money with this one, as more I am just providing funny Call of Duty content with that one. But and then this is my more professional. Like I said, this is more up there with like No Spots for Less and promo design and all the other ones. But this is the Bizwiz. This is I am a business consultant, so if you need help starting your LLC, your business, starting your startup, making a business plan, anything you need legality, advice-wise when it comes to starting a business, that was what it was for. The goal is to help entrepreneurs achieve and successfully handle a startup. I know there's a lot of kids out there that want to start a business, but they don't know how. Or, I know a lot of kids who paid enormous amounts for their company name, and I'm like, dude, like I could have helped you out with that. Like it's way cheaper, than that if you do it, on your own. But yeah, so that's kind of what the Bizwiz was for, helping young adults, entrepreneurs, older adults, whatever, create their startup and successfully handle it. It's obviously a service business, but yeah, those are my 7 companies, and then we're coming up right now on number 8, Oblivion Clothing. This one I've actually had since I was like 14. This is a men and women's skate apparel brand. The goal of this one was to raise awareness every month for different charities and organizations, and this is a product business. This one's actually going to be launched on November 1st of 2022, so stay tuned for that if you guys want to know more. I'm going to have a link to the Oblivion Facebook as well as all the other companies in the description and the Instagrams where you can go follow them, see what's going on with them, if you guys want to keep up to date with them or whatever. Like I said, not trying to promote them, just giving you the backstory on what I'm working on. But yeah, it is a product business. We sell, clothing, mainly t-shirts, jackets, things like that, hats. Oblivion Clothing, and if you're watching on YouTube, that is the Mopey Man logo. He's dope. That's the Mopey Man. And like I said, if you're on SoundCloud, go check it out on YouTube too, so you can see some of these videos. They're pretty funny. But yeah, it definitely hasn't been easy to manage these businesses, and that's kind of what I wanted to bring this episode was about, so I can introduce myself, tell you how it's been time consuming, the sacrifice I've been through, the health and sleep that I've missed out on. Emotionally challenging is what this is. And I wanted to elaborate that more, because that is why I have created Strictly Business, not only to inform and gain knowledge from fellow business owners, artists, and entrepreneurs, but Strictly Busyness is here to inspire others, entrepreneurs, and get out of their comfort. I want you guys to get out of your comfort zone. I want you guys, if you're afraid of going up to someone and saying like, hey, will you follow us on Facebook? Change that tomorrow. Like, go tomorrow morning, find someone, go up to them, show them your shit. Even if you got one follower and you don't think it's the coolest thing in the world, show them. I guarantee you, even if they tell you no, you're going to learn something from that experience. But yeah, inspiring other entrepreneurs to get out of their comfort zones and change their life now, not later. Like I said, if you're scared to do something tomorrow, change it. Make a deal with yourself. Write it down. They say writing it down works. I swear to God it does. Write it down. Do whatever you got to do. Change it. But that's why I'm encouraging everyone who made it to this section to subscribe and make this a part of your routine, your daily habits. I want Strictly Busyness to influence you guys in your path to entrepreneurship, growth, to business growth, to sales, whatever it is. Like I said, if you're selling cars at a dealership, I want you guys to go from 2 sales a month to 10. I want to teach you how to get there. I don't work at a dealership, but I've worked in sales for the past literally 10 years of my life, and I know a lot about it. But comment below what you guys want to learn or what you guys want us to discuss on the next podcast. We want to know your thoughts. Like I said, we want to keep this an audience-friendly, thing. We want to know what you guys think, because you guys are important. You're our listener, you're our viewer, and we appreciate you guys for listening. Don't forget, these episodes will be every Tuesday at 5 a.m. for all you motherfucking grinders who are getting up early to get this shit. Strictly History also will be on Sundays at noon for all you people that want to learn about great business history throughout the week. Learn about our great and most elite entrepreneurs, successful businessmen, and the pioneers who pioneered our society to the path that it is on right now. Not so much a great path, but we need to learn about them. And obviously, don't miss Strictly Tips every day, available on YouTube, TikTok, and any of our other social medias. Like I said previously, we're going to have the link in the description of all of the shit I talked about in the episode, so you can find that. And if you're on SoundCloud, it'll also be in the description as well. But like I said, I'll have a link to all of our social medias. Thank you guys for joining. Share the podcast with someone you know that maybe is thinking of starting a company or currently in operation of a company, an entrepreneur, or someone who's thinking of becoming an entrepreneur, someone who is working at their full-time job, but all they talk about is how they want to be a hustler. So send them this podcast. Let them know what's up. We're trying to get people to join, trying to get, you guys to be engaged with this operation. And stay tuned to see how Strictly Business can change your life in business, entrepreneurship, sales, and marketing. My name is Benjamin Hall. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for listening. And we'll see you guys for episode 6 next week. If you guys are listening on SoundCloud, YouTube, wherever you're at, we really appreciate you. Send it to that entrepreneur. We know he's in the back of your mind. You know who it is. Maybe it's a he, maybe it's a she. Whoever it is, send it to him. Let him know. But we'll see you for episode 6 next week, and stay busy. Thank you for joining today. We hope you enjoyed the podcast. Don't forget to tune in next week for episode 6 of Strictly Busyness. Hustle hard, and remember to hit that like button and share for your fellow entrepreneurs. And we'll see you next week.